Hello there, you've reached my channel Cosmic Vibrations. My name's Ara. I'm going to be doing a daily tarot reading for the 11th of February 2021. And this reading is not sign related, so anybody can watch it. It's a collective reading, but you might be surprised at what kind of specifics might come out of it. It's always surprising, for me anyway. So if you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the beginning of the reading, there's a timestamp down below that you can click on and it will take you straight to the beginning of the reading. This reading may or may not resonate for you. Certain parts of it might, other parts might not. It might not at all. It is up to you to take what applies and leave the rest. And if you're curious about what decks I'm using, I'll put the names of those down below in the description box as well, along with my email if you would like to contact me for a private reading. And we'll just see what comes out. So this is for Thursday, February 11th, 2021. I'm going to pick 6 cards and then probably clarifiers. Oh, nice. All right, hopefully you can hear me. My voice is a little hoarse. Okay. This is for Thursday, February 2021, the 11th. Huh. Okay. Let me pick one to go with the top card and then I'll get started. I'm so tired of this coming out. I'm going to put that off in the corner. I'll still go into it, but I want to pick something else with this top card than that. Okay. All right, I might as well pick one to go with that other one. Okay. I'm going to save this for the end because it feels like an independent message. So, just kind of looking over the cards, it looks like you start off the day feeling limited or feeling stuck, but then you receive unusually good news that completely turn your mood around and you end up ending your day feeling incredibly happy. So maybe someone gives you good news, maybe something just happens. We'll get into it. So as your central energy for today, you have Major Arcana the Star, which is hope, faith, hope in the future, trust in the universe, feeling better, feeling like your wishes are granted, possibly being recognized for your abilities. It's a refreshing, renewing, peaceful energy that turns things around, gives you a great deal of trust in a situation. Both of these cards have to do, well, the star has to do with trust too. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust that things will get better in the future. This is an Aquarius card, and Aquarius is associated with hope for the future. And wishes and hopes, and also friendship too. So it looks as though you're feeling really good today. You have extremely good news today, or you have a newfound, really intense feeling of trust in the universe, or hope for a positive outcome in the future, or positivity concerning the future and where things are headed. It seems as though you start off your day feeling kind of limited. You might be worried about money, not having enough money, needing to hang on to what you have, not sure if anything else is going to come in. You might start off the day feeling cabin fever, being inside of your place or inside some kind of a building or a structure or even a job. It looks like a King of Wands shows up. Let me look at it for a second. He has his foot on a treasure chest and the treasure chest is closed. He has a finger on some kind of a necklace that he's wearing. He looks friendly enough. This might be somebody that you're in a relationship with. This could be a friend. This could be an ally, a family member. The person's personality is characterized by extrovertedness, friendliness. Generally, this king is generous, but it seems like he's got his foot on his treasure box, so he's not being that generous. He's hanging on to his treasures. Kind of like this. But he looks like he's open to input, or he's open to answering questions or to looking into a matter further. Maybe you're thinking of using the finite resources that you have towards something, but you may be looking into it further before you decide to spend money on something. But this could also be a person in your life. Let's find out. You might meet someone today that you form an interest in, or this might be somebody that you are interested in, or that you recognize some rare quality about them that makes you feel a certain way. And this could even just be an acquaintance or somebody that you have to speak to about something that you're doing. But there's something about them that sticks with you. It's like you recognize them somehow, or they seem really familiar to you. Even though it seems like, something might work out today, or you might discover something today that brings you a lot of joy and happiness. Or all of a sudden you realize things are really not as bad as you thought. Things are a lot better than that. Something might work out for you today. You might make some kind of a decision today to attend something where before you weren't really sure if you should just stay in the house. It's like you feel some kind of resistance to going someplace or being around people or socializing. There might be something like a party that you're not a party, but maybe a birthday celebration or some kind of celebration today that you get invited to and you decide to take them up on the offer. And you end up having something occur through that makes you very happy. So I would advise you, if you are invited to do anything today, of course, be safe, take precautions, all of that stuff. But if you're invited to go to something that's a celebration by somebody, then you should probably go. It looks like it would change your mood dramatically, and there might be something that comes out of this, like some kind of networking thing, or you meet someone, or you see things in a different way. You might have been feeling stuck because you perhaps have recognized that there's somebody around you that you have an interest in that feels very familiar to you, and you're not sure if you're going to hear from them or if you'll see them, but then they appear out of nowhere and invite you to go spend some quality time with them, which is a pleasant surprise. I'll show you why I'm seeing all this. So there's the King of Wands, which normally is a Leo card, by the way, or a fire sign. There's some kind of soul recognition with this person where there's something about them that feels very familiar to you, or you recognize some rare quality about them that sparks interest in you. And something about this connection or recognition, perhaps you are recognized today. Or perhaps other people are planning some kind of a surprise party or a gathering for you on your behalf because of something that you are being recognized for. Or you are promoted, or you're given a raise, or something happens that ends up being really good news today. But something about all this is bringing you happiness today. It involves some kind of a decision. You may decide, you might be shy if people want to recognize you for something, or you're being gifted some kind of an award or a grant, or you're suddenly in the newspaper or something like that. You might have resistance to being seen. You might just want to kind of hide and not have to be on this in the spotlight where other people are looking at you. You might hang back or feel a little shy, or you use the excuse that you have too many things to do today so you can't attend or something. But it looks like you decide to be seen, or you decide to go, or to accept this offer, because this man in the picture is invisible. the only way you can tell he's there is by the clothes that he's wearing. But it might be that you were on the verge of not going, but then you decide to go, but it ends up to be a really good thing, because the next card that you have is celebrate. Looks like some kind of celebration, or a reason to celebrate, something that makes you feel incredibly happy. Or you receive extremely good news. Something proves to be easier than you thought, possibly. And you have enlightenment, hearing the hidden songs. You might have a shift in consciousness today, or in perception today, where you become aware of something that you weren't aware of before. Not in a bad way, just you're becoming more aware, or you see some potential in a situation, or your perceptions are heightened today. Or you receive answers to some questions that you were facing before, where you receive clarity. Let me pick more on that. Something ends up being way better than you thought. Impermanence and dare. Wow, it's like a change of consciousness, or how you're seeing things. It's like before you were feeling shy, or just not certain on whether you wanted to be brave and really show up or do something in particular. Or maybe you were hanging on to worries about outcomes, but it seems like partway through the day you receive some kind of message from spirit, or your eyes are awakened to the fact that everything in a way is impermanent. You have dare and impermanence. You might realize that you are hanging on too much to outcomes, and that they're when it comes to life, you have to dare, or you have to be brave to go into situations without really knowing what will happen, or whether something will be permanent or impermanent. In a certain way, everything in nature or in the 3D is impermanent. And so you're releasing expectations, or you're releasing projected outcomes, and you're just deciding to go with something anyway, or to go with your passion, or to go with your desire, or to go with what you feel drawn to do. And really trust the universe when it comes to outcomes. You leave it up to the divine. You leave it up to the universe. You're trusting that you are doing the right thing either way, no matter what the outcome is. It seems like you are getting your bravery back, or your daring back, and you are able to take risks that perhaps before you didn't feel prepared to take, but now you do. Or someone else may dare to invite you to something, or to show up for you, or to invite you to do something with them today. To go with what you want anyway. So your final card is spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. Maybe you've been in the house way, way, way too much, or you just need to get out for the day and go do something fun, and possibly spend some quality time with people that you enjoy the company of. This could be romantic, this could be friendship, this could be companionship, family stuff. It could be that there's a prominent King of Wands that invites you to spend quality time with them today. Or you decide to go outside of your comfort zone and dare to invite them to spend time with you. possibly doing something really fun. And you have to overcome your fears of what will happen if you dare to invite them. You just decide to do it. So, is there anything else? Oh, yes, there was that thing up there. So, this was a random message that came through. Let me see if I can get a little bit more on it. Gosh, these two cards just don't want to seem to go away. They showed up for pretty much every single general reading for February. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go grab a different deck really quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm just going to pick a card or two from here, and I have a feeling it'll give me a little bit more information. Okay. And let me pick one more, and then I'll quickly tell this message. Whoa, guess it was that one. For some reason, you may end up having some pretty powerful dreams on Thursday night, or even for Wednesday night preceding. That might be why you start off the day like this, is because you're processing some kind of dreams or things that came to you in the middle of the night. But okay, so let me just tell you what I see. These two cards, Legacy and Past Lives, pretty much came up for every single sign of the zodiac for February. It seems like these are things people are processing this month for whatever reasons, or it sort of makes sense with Mercury retrograde. I'm sure there are other outer planets that are still retrograde as well, that are bringing up things from either past lifetimes or from your childhood, or both, that need to be dealt with and released. And so I asked more about these past lifetime legacies that you need to process, and I got confusion, repression, and fear. And as far as the dream connection, there is surrender and dream time. Surrender to the dream time. Surrender to your visions or your hunches or how you feel. Surrender to the process of change. But this is the ultimate message that came with past lives, is fruition. So I'm getting something about a past lifetime during the 20s, or during the flapper days of the 20s, or sometime in the late 1800s to the early 1900s, of possibly being a artist or a actress or a model or painter, or you had a lot of talents, you were able to show yourself in the spotlight. You may have lived in a time where you were taught that something about that wasn't, you were told to repress yourself, or you had to repress certain parts of yourself. You might have had something happen where you had unrealized dreams, and because of things that you were afraid of or repressing, you may have gotten involved with like alcohol or drugs or laudanum, or some kind of addiction took place, or you weren't allowed to be fully yourself because your reputation was at stake. Unfortunately, a lot of actresses or women painters or women artists or could be slut shamed or repressed by men, by society. Could have been something to do with a mother or a sister or other women in these past lifetimes too, where you felt as you ended up repressing a ton of things from that. I'm getting something about mind manipulation or psychiatric issues of being told that you were crazy when you weren't, or having to go take treatments for something that was completely natural and they told you that you were crazy or hysterical or there was something wrong with you when there wasn't. Whatever it all is, it's saying that you have it in you to bring to fruition what you truly want for yourself, but you might have fear getting in the way of doing that now, of having what you truly long for, or to completely express yourself, or to be loved in a healthy way, or something like that. But you can have that now. It's just that's being brought up. You might have some strange dreams or memories, or something comes to your consciousness about this that kind of highlights this theme that I'm talking about. It doesn't even have to be. Those are all analogies or stories that I'm seeing in here to kind of describe the energy I'm getting. I'm not telling you that you are addicted to laudanum or some kind of flapper or something, or an actress in a past life. It's just that's a story to illustrate the energy that I'm getting, is that what do they say? Only the good die young, or you might have died young or before you were actually able to bring things to fruition or actualize what you really wanted. But it's saying that you need to surrender, hang on to stage fright or fear or feelings that you can't dare, that you somehow need to hang on to things. But you're having a breakthrough day where you're realizing that you can't hang on to outcomes because everything is changeable. You have to be brave anyway. You have to be brave anyway without promises of what's going to happen, and just do it. And you might be extremely pleasantly surprised at the outcome that you have if you choose to be brave enough or to dare to trust the universe. Okay? Let me pick one last little frou-frou message, and then I'll go and I'll see you for tomorrow on the 12th. Get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. This is very similar to what came out earlier, right? Get to know each other. Spend some quality time together. Be brave to dare to go there. Okay. Hopefully that resonated or helped somebody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.